Alright, we are back with more Elf Union. First two matches were great for us, but a bit weird. We had one match where we played maybe a few turns, and then the guy just gave up. And because he was unhappy, presumably, that the game was going against him, but he didn't have any rerolls, so of course the game was going to go against him. We had a second game against goblins of all teams, and then we proceeded to warp all over them, beat up their team, and he got pretty bad luck, if we're honest. But it's always going to be hard as goblins anyway. And he was like, please don't beat up my last 6 dudes, and I'll let you score as many times as you like until the end of the game. I'm like, sure, great. I don't really feel compelled to beat up your team. Probably would be better for me to beat up your team, because I can probably, there's so few goblins I can probably score and beat them up at the same time. But, why it's a sure thing, I don't take any potential damage from a troll hitting me. Sure, I'll take 6 touchdowns in a game. So now we're a bit ridiculous. Oh god, and here it goes. It's all coming to an end. 70k. Let's have a look. What is he doing? Oh, this looks like a Longbeard team. Yes, it is. So these guys are slow. We're going to stay the hell away from them whenever we can, because they're just going to beat the living crap out of us. And we need to hunt down this runner. Yep. It's quite a clever system. Jesus, this team is such low T value for this. It just plays the same team over and over again, and just builds an amazing runner, and then just repeatedly replaces Longbeards when they get too high team value. That's freaking weird. Alright. What do I want to get? I don't really want to spend cash on things. I kind of need that to buy another catcher soon. What do I get actually access to? Dolphar, and then who's this guy? Moranian. Dauntless. Okay, well, we're probably just going to take a babe. I don't want to waste my own cash for that. So yes, he's going to be able to outbash us like so easily that all we're going to do is we're going to try and get the ball and get away from him. That's all we're going to do. And just screen him off and run away, screen him off, run away. The problem is when he goes on offense, we can't really just run away. Because, well, we need to get the ball. Which kind of draws us in, and yeah, like this. So we're going to keep a good distance from these guys, most likely. We'll just put some sacrificial lambs in the center. We want that one with 0 SPP in the middle. And then we will lineman for the catcher, I think. Oh, the thrower maybe. I think he's nice leveled up. No, we want him on the field, I think, for the guard. We'd switch him out. We put him on the line because he can wrestle down. Yeah, that's about all we're going to do, I think. We're going to probably just look for opportunities to try and punch through his line and get through up here to threaten the ball. We hope it goes deep here, so that there's a chance for us to get in the way between him and his dwarves and his runner, and then we can try and hunt down the runner. But other than that, he's obviously experienced. He's got... Excuse me, yawning. It's like 5:30 in the morning here because I can't sleep. We know he's experienced because he's played the team like 300 to 400 matches. So he knows what he's doing, presumably. That's not good. That is hilarious. And kind of bad. Because he can very easily secure this ball with some bash. And he can always end up handing off to this runner eventually. So the ball's already halfway up the field, which means he doesn't have to run back, pick it up, and then run forward, and then run forward to, like, it'd take him 3 turns to get the ball up here if the ball goes deep. But if this happens, then, yeah, he's probably just going to... Ooh, the early injury. That's fine. So, I'm surprised I didn't follow up there, maybe. This is really, really unfortunate, this dice, because these guys have got Mighty Blow. Presumably, what he's going to do, he's going to bash, and then he's going to come back and hand off to the runner and create a cage. And we're probably just going to elf screen. And that's about all we're going to do this game. It's just elf screen him down, and then look for an opportunity to punch him. But it's probably not going to work because he's got 8 turns. He's probably just going to be able to grind me down. And I'll fail some dodges and then I'll get caught with a whole bunch of dudes in base-to-base contact and then the pain train will begin. So how we go for fans? I got 7 plus 2. 5, yeah. So he gets his fame. No, that guy should probably go there. Okay. I guess he's got enough guard that doesn't really matter. He can be a little bit loose with the ball at the cage as long as he's got a couple people around. If I can get around, it's not a big deal. But again, he doesn't have a very good record. He's got a lot of losses. So, I mean, maybe he doesn't know what he's doing. Maybe he just comes on and grinds people, that's it. Excuse me, my apologies. Like, you want to blitz someone, dude. Like, blitz this guy. He's got no block. Yeah, and do that. Oh, but see, that guy doesn't have guard though. So if I was able to get someone through, I could potentially bash him. I could maybe get a sidestepper on him. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So I have to do a dodge. Yes, that's what I like to see. Fail, 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 fail. Alright, we can totally get to that ball. I'm sure we can get to that ball. We can bash someone down and send them to grab it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can probably get onto that. First things first, and then, what are we going to do with her? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we're going to have to do some dodges when we get the ball. It's unlikely. I think we just get onto the ball with this guy and do some damage, and that's about it. So do I be really high pressure? We'll see. I think we wait for now. Let's try and do this crazy thing first. Because he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, we just go stand there. It's a 2+. Should be relatively reliable. This way we're getting 2 guys on the ball, including 1 sidestepper. Now, do I try and pick up the ball? I don't think I try and pick up the ball. I think I just make it hard for him. And I'm not going to try and base his dudes. If he wants to come in and swarm me, he can swarm me. There's just not much point trying to get that ball. It's just too difficult. I'd need a 50-50. And he's probably going to be able to get to me anyway, because I'd end up standing there. So, if I even have movement. Alright, so that's it. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any movement anyway, so I couldn't even if I followed up. But if I filled up, then I could run someone in. That's what I'm talking about. Do I run him around here? Alright, I think this is all I do. I don't think I try to overcommit more than this. Like having a guard piece in here is great. there and there. So, actually I might run him there, just so I have an extra guard piece available. And then is there anyone? I will just bring him back here, I think. Actually... I'll put him over here, just because I want some more pressure on this side. So I'll just have another dude around here, effectively. To make him feel more, like, harder to build a cage here, because if I wasn't here, then he might be able to knock this down, or, nah, even then he's probably going to be busy this. I think this is all we do. I think we just niggle him. And so if you made a proper cage here, and this had happened, you'd have two guys here, and I would have trouble, especially if their guard piece is even hitting this guy, let alone be able to stand two guys on the ball unobstructed by him and able to hit him. So we're hoping that he plays a lot of dwarf, but isn't very good at dwarves, and just kind of plays and kind of 50-50s depending on his luck. Excuse me. There's an argument made to step in the ball to try and knock it out, but I think we're better off just staying next to the ball, unless they get knocked down, in which case I might step on it because he's going to get it probably anyway. No, I think we try and sidestep around, because even having one negative, because you're going to blitz one or the other, if I bounce it, it might bounce out far and he can grab it. So I think we just stay close if we can, and if we can't, then we just back out with the sidestepper, and that gives us an easier dodge away. Yeah, he has to be careful, because if he stands there, it doesn't blitz me from there, then he has to try and get on the ball to blitz me. And then he needs to go, okay, I can't do that to this guy, I have to do it to this guy. And that leaves the sidestepper close to the ball, which is great. And in the end, what I want to try and do is not worry too much about trying to fight all these guys off. I just want to end up punching someone onto the ball. Alright, so that's great. He's going to use a reroll for that one. I will... What's the best way? He's got that, he's got that. So if I go here, that'll help eliminate assists. Not sure if great idea. It might have been better to bring up there, but I think what I may make sure is these assists are eliminated. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably dodge the guard into here, and then come up with some of these guys, this guy here, and then punch him onto the ball, try and knock the ball out so that this guy can pick it up and we keep running. Yeah, so he's probably, and I might even put a lineman here to make it so it's harder for him. It's more likely he's going to fumble and it keeps bouncing out to some corner, so then I can grab it and keep running with it. Yeah, this is probably a bit too much potentially. Fail, fail, fail. Wow, he got it. Okay, so he can't dodge out very easily. Oh, he's gonna reroll. He can do a reasonable dodge, actually. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do much because he's got guard next to me. But can I chain push him? I can't chain push from here because that's missing. Yeah, that one gap there means I can't chain push very easily. I can push him out to here and then stand someone on him. But I think at this point, we've done what we can. We pull out and we reset. And so we're probably just going to try and get this guy safe out. Yeah, I think we bash this guy down and then screen here. Okay, so let's go stand there. So that's going to be there. Actually, no, if I put a... No, that can be the back end of the... Yeah, that can be the back end of it. Probably should use this guy for the bash. I fucked up, but that's fine. So if he jumps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we'll probably won't bother with that. We'll do this. Alright, so we will use a reroll here because it's the kind of thing, as I said, where you get someone will fail and then... Oh, okay, well, never mind. Someone will fail and then you get beaten to a pulp. I wanted to dodge the guy out and then maybe use this guy to try and bash because he's got block. But now he's going to get free hits on me. He probably could have organized a 3-die here. So... Yeah, he's just going to push me deep. I don't know... Oh, because I got blocked, yeah. So he's pushing me deeper into that. If he's smart... No, if he's smart, he pushes... Yeah, why is it automatic snap? Yeah, you want to push me deeper in and push his guys under mine. Because that way you get more free blocks. Unfortunately, this, like, as soon as I roll some dice, I roll double ones. And that happens. So we're just going to have to back off. Because I really wanted to knock this guy down and then have a nice line along here where it was relatively safe to screen. But it's interesting. This is something I don't really encounter very often, is a clever setup to do pushes for the next turn. So if you set up an elf screen, you get taken down. It's actually something to be considering. Yes, 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 I know. I know, we're going to get beaten to a pulp. So he can't really go anywhere this way because sidestep is doing so well, unless he comes over and gets him down. But that's about it. He may be just being like, well, I've got like 6 turns, I'm just going to do some bash and keep it safe. So yeah. It could be like a major play where he's like, I'm just going to... yes, yes, I know, we're going to get beaten to a pulp. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so we're already down by a lot. And he's got a spare. So this probably will be game over. Because dwarves are pretty nasty against elves if they can start knocking them down. But yeah, we're just probably going to have to give up all this ground. We wanted to try to make an attempt. He was able to pick it up regardless, so we give up at this point, because if he had fumbled that, because it was a 4+, it's 50-50, then the ball could have bounced out in some corner, we could have picked it up and ran with it. I mean, we would have failed because we would have dodged and immediately failed, but it would be something. Okay, well he's kind of, we have to bring him in here, and then that guy goes up there, I guess, otherwise I can get to him, I presume. Or maybe some other thing down here. I mean, that's not a bad spot there. That's pretty well defect. Alright, that works as well. Yeah. If I could actually get a guard piece in there... Oh, I could get a 1-die on him. Okay, that's going to be a little hard to make happen. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing as before. We're going to try and set up something akin to a... do we really want to bash? Yes, we really want to do something. We want to be something of a threat. Thank you, game. Honestly, I think we take that. Because we're already really going to be dodging these guys away. So only one guy can get blocked, and he's the blitzer, so he's fairly tough and can move out of the way if he gets pushed. These guys are already down, so I mean, they could be stepped on. He might want to foul me, but fouling with a long beard is not an amazing deal because they're reasonably valuable. But he does have the advantage number, so he may want to risk it. But fortunately, this does mean that he's going to be able to break through my lines. I may just have to just run away and be like, okay, you win this half. I'm not going to get bashed. And actually, I may do that. I may just, at this point, run these guys up here and then just loop around and run away. Because if I don't have a team for next half, then I'd rather... Yeah, I think I'd rather just run away. Because it makes more sense to preserve the team for my offensive drive, because if I try to defend against him, I'm going to probably lose at least another 2 guys, minimum, and then I'm going to be down to, barely anything. The only thing is that if you stay here, then there's a chance that, he makes a mistake, and then you get a punch. Okay, the good thing about this is I can just sidestep away. He has left a corner here that I could bash, and then I could come in and get a 1-die on him. I don't have any wrestle piece here though. Is the wrestle piece already dead? Was he one of the dead ones? Yes, he's a dead one. Well, not a dead one, but an injured one. I'd follow up here. You can get chain pushed here potentially. Oh, probably he's leaving there to protect him from because you got that corner is under threat, I guess. I'm going up here. We're leaving. We are leaving. Yeah, I'm just going to keep running away. I think that's the way to go. Yep. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to let him score, and we're going to not contest this, because if the pain train continues, we won't have a team. Let's go nice some kind of H cage here. There's enough guard here that I can't really try to punch him, or anything like that. We're just going to go over here. 1, 2, 3. I should probably go over there or there. Anyway. This guy will stand up, because I want to do a blitz with this guy, and then I'm just going to run away. Okay. I'm like, if he wants to move up in GFI, that's fine by me. I'm not interested in getting into this brawl. It's not a good idea, because if I let him envelop me, then he can just push me around and it's going to be next to impossible to dodge out. So I need to take this opportunity to get the hell out while I can, because he's almost guaranteed to score with me down 3 players. I'd rather he is able to score and I have a full team for the second half. Well, not a full team, but something of a team, something resembling a team in the second half, than try and contest and just get ground into the dust by a interestingly developed dwarf team. Like, the fact that I don't have dodge means this tackle is less of an issue. Normally, tackle is the bane of elves because you got so much dodge. But in this case, he's not actually getting any value out of it because I don't have dodge. But, you're still as flimsy as a team that has dodge that's not getting tackled, which is why elves are worried about it. So I need to be just as worried about it because he's going to be able to beat me up in a toe-to-toe match. So yeah, it's interesting because you can't really chain push him anyway. It's always somewhere for someone to go. So it's a fairly solid formation. Keeps his dudes together. Oh, yep. Oh, got beaten up. Oh, Jesus. The one blitz. And he KOs me. Well, at least that guy's safe from being beaten up anymore. Let's stand over there. And then we're just gonna dodge away probably. Oh no, he's coming back. Maybe he's thinking I'm luring in a full sense of security. No, I'm not. I am running away. Come back and I could just, yeah, I'm just gonna niggle him just a little bit. Just as a kind of FU. And we're just, like, there's not much point going anywhere near him. Like, this point I need to run up here. Because otherwise I'm going to get enveloped too badly. I have to do this. If I go up here, he can too easily get me in the side and it's going to be hard to dodge out. This way, I'm protecting this guy from being swarmed and we're kind of protecting each other. He can only come from one side or the other. He has to blitz otherwise. But then he's using his blitz here, which means he's not using it somewhere else. So it's about as safe as I can be. There's no way I'm stopping this. It's a freight train coming through. Toot toot. All I can do is get out of the way, let it do its thing, and then try to quickly score my own turn. Or at least, you know, score for a draw and then maybe try and steal off him, because I'll have a team to try and steal off him with, otherwise it won't be happening. There's an argument. No, he's got dodge. The idea of running in and trying to for a lucky double six is just so unlikely. Okay, he's going back to a normal cage. Interesting. It's probably because he's going to peel these guys off to go threaten me. So he's like, I don't need all this defense. I'm fairly safe. I can peel these guys off and start pressuring the elves. It does mean I could kind of come over here. Oh no, he's still doing his cage thing. Alright, because I could have come over here and bashed him off and stood someone next to the ball carrier. But if we're honest, it's probably not. Yep, he probably could either blitz me off or then dodge away. So unfortunately, this means we'll only get one turn, so a one-turn touchdown is not likely with this team. I don't have enough speed or frenzy, and players almost. But we will. Yay! He's going to use the reroll probably because he knows there's nothing else that he's doing that's going to be risky. He can just walk this guy in. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to run up here. Good day, sir. I said good day. As tempted as I am to punch him. Run away! I could stamp on this guy, but it's not a great trade. I'm going to need every elf I can get my hands on. He's got a spare. He's going to have a bunch spare relative to me. Bravely ran away. Dun, 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 dun. Brave, 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 brave Sir Robin. Alright, at least protected Thora from getting wrecked. Now we haven't had anything permanent, so he will wait until the very last turn for his turn, because otherwise I can do a 2-turn touchdown. That's totally possible. So he won't score this turn. He'll end turn. And then that'll be that. There's absolutely no way of my guys getting to him, so there's no risk. I'm just going to move slightly further away, so you can't step on me, potentially. And then that's it. Because, like, that was only probably like half of that half, and he did that kind of damage. If we said for the whole half, ugh. Oh dear. So now I can punch him. So I'm just going to press and punch. Hope he doesn't get a blitz. But there's no way that I'm possibly getting a one-turn touchdown. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to be able to push him 3 times. Just not likely. So who's valuable players I've been punched? We obviously want to punch the... Not that guy, he's too hard to hurt. But guard pieces, if we can get a guard piece blitz here, that'd be great. And obviously the runner, definitely, if we can get a hit on him. If I'm him, I just put my runner back here. Because he's not needed to be up here to help defend against the one-turner. Excuse me. So we'll get another chance with the 3+ to pick him back up at the end of this. So yeah, we'll probably... Oh! I'm absolutely going to hit that runner if he leaves him unprotected. He's got to bring that guy in there, surely. Because that's just begging to be hit by someone. I can put a guy here, presuming these guys are down, run someone in, bang. Yeah, you got to do that. But that does mean that he's now got an isolated Mighty Blow guard guy that it might well be easy to get a punch on if I can't get to that one. Okay, so we will have the thrower who will... Where are you, thrower? You can come back here. He will make an attempt. And there. So, he's gonna I'm gonna have him here. I don't think the guard is gonna matter too much. So we can punch that way kind of thing. I think that's good, right? Yeah, that's good. Alright. And so I can get the thrower some SPP from throwing. No blitz, no blitz, no blitz. Alright, that's cool. That will do. Stay. Slightly more dangerous. That's why we have the push. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to try and run a guard piece in there? That also gets guards on him, so that's good. Now, can I get to this guy? I don't think I can, so I'm going to have to just blitz this guy. Can I blitz him in particular? No, I think we just do that for the 3 die. I'm glad I did the 3 die, I would have gotten 2 skulls there. Follow. Do I want to try... I might try a foul at the very end. We'll see. We will send him back there to receive the ball. We may foul against this guy just because it's a great opportunity, but it is a little risky. We'll use this reroll. That's a point. What's this value? It's really hard to justify it. It's because you got thick skull as well. It's not even likely to get a KO. It's just, if it was just slightly was like 83%. No, I think I need the lineman. It's a little bit too low on guys at this point to make that call. Alright, got him back. That's good. Alright, so see how he sets up. If he needs to cover these flanks. Otherwise, I will be able to run a guy through. He's using presets, which is weird. I mean, maybe these guys are around enough that he gets to use presets, but... yeah, we're just going to run blitzes and catches through the rear, and then we'll bring up the ball, throw it to them, and score. And we'll get a 1-0... sorry, not 1-0, a 1-all draw and a mix. But we'll probably wait a little bit so that he's less time to score in his return drive. The wrestle piece going down is really unfortunate because the one guy that can manage to get up to this runner and kind of reliably bring him down because he ignores block. He can just wrestle him down, so then he'll drop the ball, but meow, things happen. I'm actually kind of tempted to bash this a bit with normal guys. I might get a perfect defense, so we don't want to give away everything. We'll leave him there. Bring him in there. You leave him there. Bring him back here. Actually, I can just send that guy. I'd rather have this guy out here. Have him near the sidelines. Alright, let's go. What we're probably going to do is just bash, run deep, hold the ball. Okay, sure, he gets reroll. That seems reasonable. Alright. You can go up there. Can I actually get to the guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I can't. Not reliably without having to do crazy dodges. Alright, let's not fail. Right, guys? Right? Right. I should have moved that guy first. I'll do that now, before I do any more mistakes. This guy comes out here. So if we stayed in that fight, we'd have less guys to do this, less guys to do this. We're just going to step back away from threat here, and we'll come back here. That's a safe spot for the thrower. Because he can't possibly get to me even if he charges through. Alright. So these scoring threats here are great because they mean I can, excuse me, I've got lots of options. Whoever he doesn't man up enough, I'll throw to, and I can just drag them really deep and sit back here. And if he chases me, then there's this big gap that I can then use my guys to punch through or walk around to, and I can get the ball up closer to them. And spread his guys out a bit so they can't... because the worst thing I want to do is get some big melee in the middle and just get pummeled. I want to spread him out over as much of the pitch as possible because I control the ball now instead of him. And so I'm not getting baited in by the ball. That guy's maybe better there because he's a guard piece. But, you know, whatever you want to do, I guess. He wants the one man each. Fair enough. Maybe you couldn't get together because, yeah, I guess you could put the guy there and there. You get double guard. Okay. Sure, buddy. And this guy's actually a reasonably good sacker as well because he's got tackle, so he can punch run down my dudes. I probably will just hunt down this runner because now he's exposed. I can just back off with this guy. Keep him here, presumably. You don't want to push him close to the end zone, probably. Oh, okay. So I'll just come over here and bash this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can get him. We can definitely get him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Alright, so what are we going to do? We're going to... let's go. Okay, so we can do this. And I should move back first. Move back one more space before I do anything more stupid. Stupid. Knocked down. That's great. Now we do the dodges. We will use the reroll here because we've got too many people still based. He's going to just pummel me if I don't. A lot of them are 1 dice, but it's still he's got the skills to do damage. So this is going to require extra 2 dice. So we're just going to bring him up. I just might even bring him in here. No, I think we bring him up here again. We can keep dragging him away if we can. Same with him. Bring him up. I could just leave these guys alone and just move over one side. One, two, three, 4. So I'm just staying away from these guys. Going to try and move my center of gravity a bit. I don't care about those guys as much. I'd rather hit the carrier now. Well, the runner. Yep. And if we... Oh, okay. Sure game. The game's like, nope. Nope. We meant to fall down, elf. So this means these guys are going to get free blocks here. Which is a bit unfortunate. And if he wants, he can set up here to make it hard for my guy to escape. But I can always leave him lying on the ground. Unfortunately, this guy's going to get punched. When it really should have been us coming in here, punching him over here, and if I didn't manage to knock him down, well then he's not getting a free punch. So yeah, this guy might not do anything for the rest of the game. I'm hoping he drags him across here to get the 2 die, which then means I can do a bash here, and then run up the ball, hand off to him, and he can come up here and pass over there. Because that guy doesn't care about that. But I do kind of want to wait a few more turns, like get it to turn 12 or something like that. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to use our speed to drag him around, so there's a nice big open area of the pitch we could potentially run into. He probably can't get to us because even a slow dwarf can move a little bit up. Okay. Oh, the pain train. It continues. Yep, that's why we're trying to not get hit, because he's got so much mighty blow and guard. Excuse me. And guard. Voice breaking there because it's way too early. And have some water. Because that's the only real option we have, is to run away. Okay? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really change anything. I've noticed a steal for the catch. But you obviously do want to pressure when all else fails. He does have guard, so I can come over here and bash him here. And then keep going. I'll come back. And then that guy can switch over here. These guys can still probably get to him though. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could even come back through to here. And be a better option. Ah, so he's left this one instead. And he's going to roll 5. It is a 50-50 if he takes me down, so it's not a bad thing to do. Come on, where are the pushes? Alright, so... I think we just do this. Because if I screw it up, I'm still standing on the sidelines at the end of the world. So he goes there. This means I'll be able to dodge out with this guy more easily. Stay. And I will come back here. I'll put it there, so there's a little bit more room potentially. No, I want to send that, otherwise you can get around me. Alright. Let's get away from these guys. Alright, so this guy can go one more back. I can wait. I can just run a dude in here eventually and try and throw it to him. So it's kind of risky, but I do want to use what block I have to try and hit the enemy. Yeah, I want to do this to get him up a little bit higher. Oh yeah, take it. AV10 for nothing. Get wrecked. It's gonna probably appo that since he's not likely to take much damage otherwise, yeah. So it's always good to be offensive when you can. And this guy will run in deep over there. Now I've got some guys in the mid, which is great. Then this guy will come out here, protect the ball carrier, and these guys flanks, and then this guy can do his dodge. Alright, it happens. No, we don't want to waste the reroll on that. So now we've got probably going to have better options to dodge out next time. And this is what we want to have each turn, like to not fail most of the dodges and be able to limit him to one blitz a turn. Because then that way, I mean, he's still going to get, like before, like you get a random KO, but this way we mitigate the damage. This guy's a new opportunity, so he's going to probably have to split people up a bit more. One guy has to go there, one guy has to go there, one guy has to stand there. You know, you can't cover all of them to the nth degree. He's going to probably put there and then blitz this guy, I presume, with Money Blow. No, I'm not going to blitz him. Interesting. Maybe this is what's going to happen. Curious who the blitz target is. Maybe this way? You can do the movement first if you're going to... Yeah, this guy... Yeah. I mean, you can bring him over to give him assist and you get a 2 down the catcher. That's probably what I'd do, because the catcher is the most dangerous. Yeah, you got to try and take down the catcher with the blitz. He's the most vulnerable piece. He's got no defensive stats. He's got AV7, unlike the AV8 here. You definitely go for the catcher. But yeah, I might bring him over soon. And make a throw up, because even if he gets the ball in the next couple of turns, it's going to take him too long to score anyway. But we'll see. Okay, this guy is now looking like our receiver. For now, we'll see what he does. Choices, my friend. Bring him there. He's a safety sweeper. Okay, fair enough. That's a reasonable call. I can potentially blitz him though, which I probably will do. So this guy probably comes back here. We dodge people out, bash down here. Yeah, either of those works. Yeah, he's going to drive me towards the sideline. There's a geofighter there though to block me in. Otherwise I get a free dodge out. Okay. So I can go here and throw. So I can go there, geofire that. I just need the game to not fail miserably with these dodges and give me opportunity. Alright, that makes it a lot easier. I'm going to keep him manned for now. Alright, so that's worked reasonably well. I'll probably bring this guy over here to block that off or something. But nah, we'll see. We'll see. So, can he get to me currently? He can't get to me, so I don't have to move him yet. Do that dodge later. Do this first. And then we do this bash. Okay, in that case... do that one first, because that's only one 2-die instead of multiple 2-dies. And then... alright, so we're pressuring there. We'll come over here and do this. We've got a reroll, so we'll probably move up the one extra space. Over here, I think, just to keep the ball slightly less likely bouncing me than bouncing him, potentially. Do I want to... okay, so if I pass to him, 1, 2, 3, 4, he can get onto me. Otherwise, no, I think we get it to him now, because he's slightly more defensive. And then this guy, does he just kind of hold these guys in place? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... you can help protect the ball carrier slightly. Bash, and then they can... if it falls up, they still can only get to there. I think we accept that he's going to be able to beat this guy down anyway, so we just run away. Run away! Or do we just come out here and help give another option? So I'm going to come out here, give another option, be in position to help maybe. And then yeah, most of these guys can't really get to this guy. And the best you can do is put 1, 2, 3, 4, a guy there, and I can probably bash that off and get away. You can try and bring guys down here to try and get in the way, but there's a reasonable chance, yeah. So it's going to be hard to do anything more than just kind of do a little bit of a block here. And I've got options in the middle to throw to, and I've still got the catcher back here. And I've got sidestep, so I can move around easily. And just pull back here and get free to switch it. I'll probably score as soon as possible because I want the opportunity to maybe get it off him and get the win. If I wait to the very end, there's no chance of it happening. So if I can score next turn, I will. And that means getting to this catcher. But if I'm him, I'm trying to lock him up and punch him into the end zone maybe to knock him down. But even if he just knocks me down, doesn't wipe me out, I can just stand up and then we'll run over here and throw the ball. So yeah, we probably blitz whatever gets in the way here, and then we run through with this guy and throw it to the catcher. That's pretty much it. And he's, yep, this is another option, so he's concerned about that. What are we going to do? But if he blitzes here, I can just sidestep there. So I think catch is still the best choice to beat up. Yeah. Okay, so he's going for it to get me, but then I can just sidestep. Yay! Okay, so what's he going to do? I sidestep back here. Keep the ball controlled to me. So I can pick it up, run it through and pass. The stuns. Alright, that's fine. So he probably will do a bash to try and get on the ball, but it doesn't really matter. I've got a guy here to help clear. I've got a blitz available. So we're just going to pick up the ball and probably pass, do a long pass or something like that. Or maybe just pull back again and wait another turn. Just because that stun is a bit unfortunate. Okay, so if I'm going to pass it to anyone, say I somehow manage to just push him. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's going to be a fairly long pass to him. That guy can receive it and potentially score. I can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make it cage. It doesn't really change things though. Drew the 1 die. We got the reroll. It's not end of the world. We're only looking for a 3+. That's pretty damn good. We'll follow up. This is really good rolling. It's ridiculous. So we've got rid of those guys. We don't have to bash here. We can just wait till later. So I can pick that up and run up here. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a pretty good option. So back here is safety. So if he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he's going to end up there. I'll have a guy standing next to him here, just in case something goes pear-shaped. This guy won't dodge because it's too difficult. Pick up the ball, yes. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. That doesn't improve that at all? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Shouldn't that improve it then? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, what am I thinking? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm miscounting. That's why. Let's try that. I got a free reroll, so it should work, right? Hey, no steal. We got the reroll for the score. Don't fall over. And we now got a draw, a 1-all draw. Alright, so there we go. He's got 4 turns to score. It's pretty difficult as a dwarf. It's possible, but difficult. This guy's in the middle. He goes there, he goes there. Now we will kind of... it's a fair result. Yeah, sure, buddy. Yep. Okay. So we will try to niggle him. We'll try to look, because basically before he gets the ball into his cage, there's an opportunity to try and get at it. After that, ooh, that is wonderful. I want to get away from this line of death. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Mainly these mighty blow pieces, which are the problem. So we'll just go stand over there. He can go there. He can go there. He can go there. And that's about it. I think I bring him here. I bring him... Here's elf screen. And... that's pretty decent as a screen. That'll do. So this is great. This means he's probably not going to score because the ball is so deep that it's going to take 1, 2, 3 turns to move up, 4 turns to get here. He's only got 4 turns. So unless I can get the ball and score, it's probably going to be a draw. Yeah. So we're trying to hopefully he overcommits to this, and there's some lines I can write. I basically want to just stand a guy here, blitz here, and then run up here, and then run the other dude up here, and just try to outrun him and get the ball before he does. Kind of good for him if he touches that, it goes out, and it lands here. That would be really nice for him, because it'd move the ball up quicker, but not likely. Okay, we can dodge out around here, or do a punch through. Excuse me, I keep yawning, it's so early. Punch through and run through. We're going to just try and flood as many guys through here as possible. Ooh, that's lucky. We need as many pushes as we can, because almost any other result other than the skull is bad news bears for us generally. Like that. That's painful. That's a mighty blow piece. Oof. Okay, we didn't die. Okay, so he's got a couple guys you can support the weaker links in the chain. Eesh. I might use an apothecary for this. No, don't have to. No, well, not a long-term effect. So you probably want this guy here. You probably want that guy here, just because these are the fast pieces. Whereas these guys, okay, I can break through, but they're only movement 6. They can't really get that far. Whereas these guys can start accelerating towards the end zone and create a light screen that he can't get through. Yeah, exactly. There is still this option though, which I'll probably use. I'll probably put a guy there and then bash. Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do. So we're going to use that as a new weak point. It's slightly harder to deal with. Yeah. Okay, no, never mind. We're doing this way. We're doing this one now. Because the catch is here. That's probably why it's trying to defend against it more strongly. Fail, fail. I need him to fail and the ball to pop out here. Oof, show hands. And so that also means that I have to come from this way. It's easier for him to get the ball up here. Okay, so we go over here. This guy's probably just be stalling. I should probably better push him there, maybe. There we go. Where can he get to? He can get up to here easily, and they can build a cage. So I'm just going to try to get... Yep, we re-roll that one, because we need to keep moving our dudes this turn. Alright, so we did about as well as we could with that. We will probably just dodge away with most of these guys. We could get a 1 die here. Sorry, 2 die here, which we will go for. And then we will dodge him back. And we'll make a screen here, because that's where his strength is. If he wants to go over here, then he has to try and get around this guy. So that's all I can really do. But it's a good turn, I think. Because I've got someone here. All he's probably going to be able to do is come back here and try and make a cage of GFIs, and that's slightly risky. And if he fails, then I've got a shot at the ball carrier. I can maybe grab the ball and can end up here, and then hopefully, you know, through some lucky rolls, survive long enough to run it in. So you have to keep these 4 guys available for the cage. You can't move any of these guys, which means I'm probably going to be able to move these guys up next turn and pressure the ball. Okay. Interesting. So he's going to do the bash here. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Yeah. Because now I can do this. You got to re-roll that, right? I'd re-roll that, because you've already committed to this kind of bad idea. I want to keep him on this side of it so I can dodge away and receive the ball. Problem is if this guy gets stunned. He's like, I made a terrible mistake. What am I doing? I'm not sure what his plan is now. Because yeah, now I can get at the ball wherever it goes. Yeah, so I can just dodge out and punch him. If he brings another dude back to defend, we'll see. So at the moment I'm just punching here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can make sure I stand on him. Yep. This guy maybe here or here. Okay, now he's going back to help because he's figured he's screwed the pooch by not doing the GFI cage. Alright, so he's going to try to build a cage now. Okay, that's probably doable because I can remove... Oh, I can't remove that. No. How can I remove that assist? Okay, interesting. Okay, well, that... It does mean that when I push this guy here, that I can't really stand on him as easily. But I can push him here and then bring some guys over here maybe and stand on him. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, we just do this. There's no way that I see. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could potentially... Like, it's a bunch of rolls. Yeah, no, it's pretty difficult. I don't see any reliable way to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I doing wrong with this guy? Did I just select the wrong guy? Let's go for the win. Very first roll, he falls over. It's on the 2+. Well, we're already committed, so we're gonna... Yep, alright, well, whatever I did then was gonna fail. So, thanks, game. Oh, man. The game literally says no. So that's really unfortunate. Because that was the last kind of chance we had to try and secure the ball. We had to run him in there to get the 2 die. Which is the only kind of halfway reliable way we have to get a POW, which is the 6 we needed. Knock him down there, ball pops out here. He then kind of cuts back out here, stands out here, ready to receive the ball. This guy then dodges through, picks up the ball, and throws it. Maybe not even to him, but yeah, probably him. Alright, so what I was doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, I did what, like, let's do the calculation on that. So is it 0.83 to the power of how much? 4? Isn't it 1, 2, 3, 4? Plus, no, times rather. 0, 6, 3, right? Plus 16, it's not 66. Yeah, just did the quick numbers on the calculator. It's not a terrible thing. It's not great. It's like rolling a 5+. He did it with his runner, grabbing the ball out of, you know, when he had I had a dude standing next to it, if I recall. Was it a 5+? No, it was a 4+ he needed, but he rolled a 5. But yeah. I don't get... How many rolls do you need to make without failing more than one? Alright, let's just play safe here for a second. We're going to save this guy, there's no point. Let me try and figure that out one sec. So then times... So 25% chance. 2 dies. Oh, I'm trying to think. So 8.3. So it'd be... You need 16 plus 16 of 83, so it'd be what? 25 probably? I totally understand this dude. I think he might think I'm upset. I was just making like my joke of Nuffle says no when he's just like whatever you do, and he says immediately at the very start of your term, he's like, nope, that's not happening. Yeah, I think he's misunderstood my Nuffle says no as a me getting like raging. It's not at all. It's just a joke. The cat has managed to free himself. I have to put him back. Alright, so that... Sorry, I had to take care of the cat. He literally opened the door by himself. Yeah, so you guys make a perfectly reasonable point that it is unlikely that I'm going to be able to power him down and get a nice pop out that I can then pick up. But it's still the best... Of all the chances there are to potentially win the game, that is the best chance. There is no other option, if I'm interested in playing to win, than that. And it's one that is relatively safe for my guys to do. It's not like I'm dodging through three -3 tackle zones, which in of itself will... Let's have a quick look. So that... here we go. If I try and dodge in I have to need 6+. So yeah, if you try and dodge through 3 negative... if you're 3 6+ requiring dodges or something like that, it is less than a % chance. It's like I'm not going for ridiculous, stupid things. Like that's why I didn't try to assault his cage that he had with like when he does his I cage or H cage, and I'm like, there's no way I'm dodging into that and getting him. It's not happening. I'm just going to run away. But that's a not unreasonable thing with about a 25% chance that I end up with 2 guys, or at least 1 guy standing next to the ball carrier. Probably, I think it's 2 guys standing next to the ball carrier with I think it's about 25% chance, 30% chance to get the first one there, 25% chance to get the next one there. I've got a reroll, so that pushes those. It's a conditional reroll as well, so I can choose when to use it. So it's not like, you use it, the first roll or whatever. It's conditional, so I get to use it to swing it in my favor. So it probably pops up to like 40 and 30% respectively or something like that. I'd have to do the math on it. But then I need to get a 6, a conditional 6, like if I don't get the first, so it's 0.16, which would be like your percentage chance, times 0.83. So they give you like, okay, if I fail the first one, what do I need? What's the chance that I win the second one? And then you add that to 0.16, and that ends up being... I'll do the quick math. Yeah, 30% chance. So let's have a look. So we had 30. It's actually slightly higher. It wasn't 6%. It was more like 7.5%. So there was a 7.5% chance in total. But for this year, it's like 30% chance that for the actual hit that I take him down. So 30% chance, again, it's not a terrible chance on the hit. Obviously, you need the other things to go first, so it's compounding with them. So it becomes 7.5% chance the thing works in its totality, and then you have to hope for a decent bounce, which is you're basically asking for probably a 50-50 for that. So it drops it down to about 3%, because if it lands on one of my guys, that's good. If it lands on his guy on the left-hand side and it bounces, it's probably going to bounce further out, or in a position that's relatively good, that's good. And if it goes down to the southwest position, bottom left, it's reasonable as well, because there's only one tackle zone on it, because I've knocked down the other dude, and there's only one guy standing there. So perfectly reasonable thing to do with relatively low chance of working it and getting the win, but it's a chance. And it's not too dangerous to my own guys, because most of the dodges, almost all the dodges except one, are 2+. The GFIs are 2+, so it doesn't get any better than 2+. So yeah, if I'm interested in winning, it is the only option I have available to me, and it's not a stupidly ridiculous running through multiple tackle zones and then 2-die uphilling someone without wrestle kind of ridiculousness. So I think he took umbrage with like me saying Nuffle said no, as like I'm like, oh, I got screwed by the dice, and he's like, dude, it's never going to work anyway. Like, it's so unlikely. Don't get upset. And I've not realized, because it's the internet, you can't tell tone. I haven't realized that he thinks I'm upset, and I'm starting to like, oh, okay, here's the stats. This is the thought pattern. If I want to win, it's got a 30% chance of this working, and this will work with that way. And I'm explaining to him there's a conditional failed states of like, there's a really bad failed state where one of my guys falls over. But that's, it's not a certainty. It's a 30% chance that this guy gets where he needs to go, and I can raise it up probably to about 50% chance with the reroll because it's conditional. So that's terrible failed state is what happened, because that's what Nuffle did, because he rolled over once. But if I had failed to knock him down but end up with 2 guys in the ball, well, I've got one more turn. I can maybe have another attempt. It's possible, because I'll have a guard piece in there. He right roll, poorly, and that gives me another opportunity. At least I give myself the option to potentially win. But through the explaining of that, and like, okay, it's not likely it's going to work, but even if it doesn't work, but I get close to you, that's still good and gives me more opportunities. He seemed to take that as me being really upset, and trying to justify myself, and he's like, dude, this is not going to work. It's really unlikely. And I think when he finally said blaming Nuffle, I was like, I get it. I understand what's going on in your head. You think I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm just making a joke that when you start your turn and Nuffle immediately says no to whatever you're doing, it's Nuffle says no, because you just get unlucky. But I'm not upset. I'm just making a joke and a common saying. But anyway, look at that. We did similar-ish blocks. He obviously did it slightly more to us, but that really shows in the casualties, because he's got Mighty Blow. So it's going to hurt a lot more when he hits you. Some good points there. How we go? We got slightly unlucky on that, but we were pretty good with our ball handling, I must say. I think I had to reroll the catch, I think. Waking ups were reasonable, because we had Bloodwise Babe. Armor was a bit sad, but that's kind of expected with Mighty Blow. Injuries, probably a bit sad as well, but dodges were okay. Yeah, I think we had reasonable luck. A little bit low, a little bit painful in the skull department, but we did try to mitigate our risk, like this one. Like, I tried for 3 die because I was like, well, I'm trying to mitigate my risk, and it worked out. So what did he get? How many actual skull results did he end up using? Yeah, so he didn't have any skulls really in positions where it was a problem. Most of the time he's got block, so a skull is like, he's got block on those dudes. So as long as he's rolling 2 dice, he's got a fairly good chance. And that's one die he did. We've got a skull, he also had a reroll available. So, and the other ones, yeah, he had a couple other double skull results, and he was able to use rerolls, and he was fine. Oh, that's weird. There we go. That's expected down is going to be good. The one failure was on the guy with armor 10, which is unusual. Yeah. This is what you want as a dwarf coach. You want to mitigate the dice as much as possible, so you have less problems. But yeah, perfectly reasonable. The guy just didn't understand. I think there was just a bit cross communication there. That's good for him though, getting the level up there. So let's have a look. I'm gonna have to cut the bit where I was playing with the cat. Well, not playing with the cat, but looking after the cat. But I think we came out of that relatively scot-free in terms of damage, right? Yeah, we came out of that okay. So now we can get a... I didn't get much money. I might wait one more game before I get the catcher. So I'm in iron, because having the extra catch and the extra mana is kind of useful for an AV7 team. But it just bumps up the TV a lot. I don't want to give away free TV. I think I'll wait one more game, because I don't think the logic has really changed from the previous position. Also, looks like this guy's up. What's his... This is Olsen, Paul Olsen or something was his... Let's have a look at his stuff. I think it was... I'll look up the Gold Mine Hornets. Let's have a look at these guys. League. There we go. How? Paul Ushin? Sting, don't pass, and kick them in the ass. Okay. So, what was that? This is the guy with like 1 billion fucking games played. Yeah, we've actually contributed to one of his few draws. Yeah, this team's been around forever. That's ridiculous. Hammerburers. Yeah, he's just kind of average. I think he's probably a decent dwarf coach, but you know, once the enemy get away with the ball, you're pretty much done. So yeah, what was his name? It was Paul Ushin. That's an interesting name. What else does he play? What? Did I mess that up? There's gonna be so many pulls, surely. Pull, letter. He literally has one team. Okay. Maybe that's all he does, he just plays dwarves forever. I was hoping to see if he played other things. Could be, you know, a stunty coach or whatnot. But anyway. That was not a loss, so that's good. We did get a few SPP here and there, so that's good as well. We've got to level that guy up. The thrower is great, because the thrower getting SPP is wonderful. And we got some on the catcher as well, which is great. Yeah, we've got to get some on this blitzer, and this lineman, and this thrower. We've got to level them up ASAP and get some solidity in this team, and this lineman as well. We all need to try and get some vanity passes going. I couldn't really afford to do vanity passes against dwarves because they just will punish you with, if I screw it up and I've got, you know, a bunch of guys standing next to the enemy, I'm going to get pummeled. But anyway, that was good. A little unfortunate, I think, just miscommunication at the end, where he seemed to think that I was upset when I was just making my usual Nuffle says no jokes. But otherwise, it was good. It was a good match. I think my choice to just pull the hell back was a good choice, because there's no way I'm really breaking through his cage once he gets set up, because he's got block, he's got mighty blow, he's got guard. I just can't get into that. And if I do, it's going to be like my ogres, where the ball is bait. And as soon as I get into that melee, he's just going to just out. And you saw it that one time when he was doing those chain pushes. He knows how to chain push with dwarves to get more attacks. So you don't want to get into that situation. If it gets like that and you're like, I've already lost 2, 3, 4 guys that have been removed, either as KOs or injuries. I don't have the players to contest the ball, even if I tried. I'm not going to fall for the trap. I'm just going to pull back, conserve my team, and then the next turn I'll have a relatively full team to make my attempt to get a draw. And then if he wants to win, then I'm going to try and make it difficult for him and try and niggle him and try to get at the ball, because that was like a great kick. Like for us, if the kick had been short, I wouldn't even try to have gotten it. I would have just pulled back, elf screened him for a couple turns, well, the 4 turns that he needed. I've just elf screened as hard as I can, sacrifice my dudes to prevent him from winning. Because it went so deep, I like, oh, there's a chance here. I'll run a dude back. He may fail the pickup, and in which case I can keep running and potentially knock him out and pick it up myself. Or, he can bring it up, but he can't get a proper cage because he's not willing to do what's required to do it. Because he didn't. I'm really surprised he didn't do the proper cage. Like, I feel like that would have been a safer thing to do with just some 2 2+ was all he had to do. I mean, I guess the block is safer because it's 2 dice, and you can re-roll them, and they're 2+ themselves. But if it doesn't work, even if it works, you don't get to build a cage properly. So then I can, and if you don't knock me down out completely, then I can get up and do a thing. So I feel like the cage would have been a safer option for him. It would have been harder for me to get the ball if he'd caged with just 2+. Maybe he was worried about rolling non-block dice, because you don't want that as a dwarf coach generally. You don't have to rely on that because you're not really good at doing anything but blocking. But yeah, I probably would have recommended that to him. But hey, we all make mistakes and stuff like that. And maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a huge dwarf coach. Maybe that's the preferred option. But yeah, that's it for now, and we'll pick it up later.